Identification. Before any interest in specific goods can pass from seller to buyer, two conditions must be met. First, the goods must be in existence, and second, they must be identified as the specific goods designated in the contract. Identification takes place when specific goods are designated as the subject matter of the contract. Let's consider an example. We have purchased 100 laptops from Laptops Incorporated. Our laptops were originally a part of a group of 1,000 laptops in their warehouse. At what point do you know which of the laptops in that warehouse, full of laptops, are your laptops? It would be at the point that the seller marks or otherwise designates the goods that belong to you. That is the moment of identification. Why is identification important? Well, you cannot claim any interest in those goods until they have been identified as belonging to you. Legal title cannot pass until you know which of those laptops belong to you. And you cannot purchase insurance on those goods until you know which ones belong to you. Identification is a rather straightforward concept if the goods are already in existence. But there are some issues that are raised when we deal with fungible goods and future goods. So let's read through the rules for now. We will apply these rules to various fact scenarios during this module. Existing goods. If the contract calls for the sale or lease of goods that already exist in their final form, then identification occurs at the time the contract is made. Future goods. If the contract calls for the sale or lease of goods that have yet to be completed or modified in accordance with the contract, identification occurs when the goods are shipped, marked, or otherwise designated by the seller for delivery to the buyer. Fungible goods. These are goods that are alike by physical nature, by agreement, or by trade uses. For example, grains of wheat and barrels of light-grade oil. Identification of these goods occurs when the goods are shipped, marked, or otherwise designated by the seller for delivery to the buyer. Summary of the rule. Before any interest in specific goods can pass from seller to buyer, two conditions must be met. The goods must be in existence, and they must be identified as the specific goods designated in the contract.